and power rakes for spring yard work, the stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio in the heart of Lincoln, America. Youth Football 101. Get a peek into the world of youth football in the state of Nebraska with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves 7-on-7 Youth Football. This is Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to All Things Football. 93.7 The Ticket. Hey, Nick, thanks for coming out. We've got a live remote out here at Runza LYF Sports Complex. I'm here with my guy, Jim Sandman, the president of
president of Crazy Town today.
Of Crazy Town today, because it's absolutely crazy, of LYF, and also the athletic director of ALLO. Hey, you can join the conversation by texting us on Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685 on the Starter Heyman Live video stream. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Cable, channel 961. Also, want to give a shout out to one of our major sponsors, the Character Chronicles, that does this for us. We're super excited. Hey, listen. We're out of the ballpark. It is absolutely gorgeous weather here. We've got 5 games going on at one time. One of the things we want to do to be able to feature, right, Jim, is not only our sponsors, and a lot of our sponsors out here really just do a phenomenal job. We've got Allo that sponsors. We've got the Elks here, Neiman and Sons, Stonebrook. We've got Greens, Manzito Union Bank, and Sand Hills Global for the police, right, Jim?
That's right.
So we're super excited. Hey, Jim, we've been out here for years now, and now that we've got 93.7 out here each Sunday, what are you thinking?
Well, this is a lot different than it is in the studio, right?
Yeah, it is crazy.
Chucking the ball around out here, and just any different than how. I mean, I much prefer to sit here and watch football while we're trying to do this, but talk about changes, right?
Yeah.
Nick, when you played back in the day, I'm going to throw you on the spot now. Are you ready? When you played back in the day, were you here at the park, or was it the old school?
So you guys ready for this? I never played to tackle football.
Oh, you didn't?
See?
I didn't. I stuck to baseball the entire time, and so in the fall we were fall baseball.
Right.
And so we never played the
That
tackle
was
football.
year round.
That was year round.
Yeah.
So,
I have
but
a
yes,
certain opinion on that, but we won't
hey,
get into it.
I do too nowadays too. I do too nowadays. So we're
That's
okay.
great. That's great.
Well,
Well, look, so what better thing to do on a Sunday afternoon, right?
Yeah.
We get to hang out here. We get to
Yeah.
celebrate football. We get to celebrate the kids.
Yeah.
Parents all over. We got the grill blowing up our back as always.
Yes.
We got the burgers and the dogs going like crazy. Just a great day. I mean, the weather, you can't beat it. It's, we've been talking for weeks now about this, right? So
Super
we finally
exciting.
get the chance where we're here now.
Yeah,
So you
we're
can't
here.
beat it.
And you might hear a little bit of wind in here, but that's okay.
That's the outdoor
That's just
noise.
the outdoor noise. It's loud. Hey, if you want to come down to the park today, you want to come down to 225 South Street. Inexpensive to get in. Absolutely amazing. And what we're doing with the games, we've got anywhere from the rookies to the D, team, things we talked about in the studio, CBNA, that's happening. We've got our league officials here. And we couldn't do this without the parents and the grandparents, and we've got tons of those. Right now, what I really want to do is I want to get going. There was a little game earlier featured Manzito, who's just one of the most solid programs, and we want to bring in their coach, Coach Billy, to talk about some of the things that happened in the game. Hey, Billy, welcome. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you for having us.
Hey, we're happy to have you. And you and I were doing some basic talking briefly, and you've been with your team since your son was rookie, right?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
So now they've gone through rookie, they've gone through D, they've gone through CBA. Now he's an 8th grader, I'm assuming.
Yep, 8th grade. So this group, had them since rookie. I mean, of course, you have a handful of guys that play on other teams or play up, but just so happy how well they played today. They played well together, and I think you said
out.
You said it at the beginning. I think very honored to coach for the Manzito organization. Yeah. It is I feel the class act of Lincoln Youth Football.
Yes.
And, shout out to Sam Manzito Jr. for giving us all the tools that we possibly need. But it's this coaching staff and these kiddos, man. I just can't say enough about them.
That's great. So let's talk about pregame jitters. First game of the season, everybody's just getting going. And within that, kind of set the tone on how the day started with you guys.
Well, first and foremost, we've been hitting each other for 5 weeks with camp, so we were ready to hit another color besides us. But through our warm ups, I mean, we just go through all of our disciplines in our fit block, both offensive and defensive line. We work on basics and details and details and details. Our jobs as coaches is to make sure that we give the kiddos every skill set through repetition to translate immediately on the game film. And so that's what we work on each and every week. So we were more than ready for this game today.
Good. So kind of walk us quickly through the first 2 quarters, the things that you saw, and then I want to kind of tie up what you were thinking during halftime.
Absolutely. Well, we come out. We lost the toss, so we come out defense, and I think that's our strong suit of this team. We just really ride in the backs of our defense. But I would say, first and foremost, we came out running into 12 personnel, and just absolutely played power football, man on man, and we just try to let our offensive line dictate the beginning of the game. Harrison Alley got a quick touchdown. We got a 2-point conversion right after that, so we went off 8-0 right off the bat. A good solid stop with Neiman on about the 30, and was able to get the ball again, drive right back down the field, keeping it on the ground. Went up 16-0. So
there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. We just established that run, both offensive and defensive line, with our basics of what we're doing. Keeping our progression for the season.
Well, that was good because when the half ended, it was 16-0. And you made some adjustments at halftime. Out here we don't have lots of time, but in that 5-minute period, what adjustments do you feel that you made in order to come back out and really smack Neiman in the mouth?
Well, I would say the main thing we were watching their defensive tackles really crashing inside. So it was telling us, okay, we need to go the 5 or 6 hold, or we need to do 5 or 6 hold, or we need to do a toss sweep. 7 or 9 or 7 or 8, excuse me. And then we just stayed on those edges, and then we talked with our running backs doing a quick cut back. So after we get to that second level, and again, great discipline on our offensive line, understanding their offensive line rules. So we're having guards going up, our tackles going up second level, getting those linebackers, giving us a nice clear lane for our running backs. And again, we was able to get Schreiner to come through, another good one, another good counter play. To score to put us up, and then we just kept that momentum for the game.
Well, good, because it was a good finish in the game, and I thought that you guys did a really good job, and it did seem for just coming into things that you guys were fairly disciplined for a first game. What are some of the things that you know right now that as a team within the club that you feel like you need to really work on as a whole?
I would say things that we need to work on. I mean, we had a couple little snap snafus that we typically uncharacteristic of us. But I'd say secondarily, a couple of the disciplines with our corners. I think we did a great job second half when they started opening up the passing game. Our corners really locked them down. But, I would say we did get a handful of passes off on that first half that we made some quick adjustments with. But I think all in all, I think we've got some prepare for the pass. I think is some of the biggest things to take away from today.
Okay, well, that's good. So what are some of the goals that you've set for the next game? Have you thought about that much?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we talk about this. We talk about we need all 24. So last year we won the city title in the B group. It was about the Manzito 24. So we need all 24 to contribute every single play, every single game. And, ultimately it's 5 to 8 seconds. 5 to 8 seconds of fury gives us the opportunity to let our offense and defense do what we need to do. So dominating on the point of attack, dominating at that line of scrimmage.
Well, I feel like they certainly did that. You could see, them doing a really good job. Neiman being in its second year of rebranding, they do some really good things on defense. And so I saw as you came back in the second half that you made some adjustments that I believe, having more experience was able to really work with your program, worked as a whole. And so I can see where those things work and how you feel. How do you feel about the season, where you guys will finish up with the season as you continue to peak?
Well, I would say the same goal as we had last year. I mean, our goal is to play every game we can possibly play.
Okay.
So we want to be on the big field again. And we understand there's a ton of work, and we're going to get everybody's best game every single week. So
well, it's a huge body of work, right?
It certainly is. And I think last year, and again, I keep talking about the Manzito 24, but
yes.
It's the contribution of every kiddo on the roster and their importance to the game plan. And I think our assistant coaches and position coaches did a fantastic job of getting a good mix, getting everybody plenty of time, and everyone contributing.
I love that. So let's kind of walk through what are some of the highlights on offense, right? Having maybe some of the highlights on offense. And I know you're a big defense line guy, Heavy, but who are some of the players that you'd like to highlight, Coach Billy?
I would say definitely Parks Nelson on our defensive end. He is a big body guy. He's very versatile for us. O'Hara, a really fantastic inside guy. He also helps us on the offensive line. And then really it all is with our signal caller defensively and Schreiner, our middle linebacker. I mean, he is our quarterback. He is our all everything. And really the strength of our defensive line, but really it's those linebackers have just been absolutely fantastic. These guys have played together for the last 3 years. So I have to say a lot to Coach Thomas, my defensive coordinator, has done a fantastic job. Simple calls, progressing as we go each and every week. So, that's it. Keeping it simple, what they can digest and ingest, and then build from there. I think keeping it simple was our key to last year's success, and we want to just keep that going.
I like that a lot. If you had one play that you would say was the play of the game, what play would that be?
I'd have to say we were 3rd and 15, and we made it. We run into a 12 personnel and motioned out of it, and we just run a quick 35 counter, and then we just. I don't know what it was, but that left tackle just absolutely, he just put it on that second level and freed him up. He ran down the sideline. It was just a beautiful thing.
Scored.
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach Billy, I want to thank you for spending some time with us. Kevin, you got some questions?
No, I'm watching the police A-team right now.
And see, now matter of fact, your coaches will be talking about this next game.
Yep.
One of the things we do here on 93.7 the ticket where all things football is we really want to highlight, right, the 8th grade teams because we want to prepare those kids on every program in every club to be able to participate at the next level, which is 9th grade for them. And so during the time that you guys are out here and we have Nick with us out here, we want to highlight what's going on with the 8th graders, which is the A team, which is really good. However, we'll get you some folks over here as well to talk about the other teams and the kids that are we've got some great kids that are out here on every level. and we want to be able to talk about those kids as well.
Absolutely.
So, Coach, I want to thank you for coming out today.
Yes, sir.
We certainly
Thank you,
appreciate that. I think it was absolutely honest, solid. I think that you really articulated what you see. We look forward to you next week. Now, what time do you play next week?
I believe we're a 2:15 game when we have Elks.
Okay, so we may be able to maybe talk to you at the end of the program next week before we get going, because it's this program, by the way, for those who have been following us, we've moved from Saturday to Sunday, and we're here at 1 to 3 every Sunday for 2 hours to talk to the coaches, talk to the players. I think right now, Nick, do we want to take this commercial? I feel really good. When we come back, we'll continue to talk about all things football 101. We'll look around and see if any football players that have played a game previous are still here, our coaches, and we'll get them to talk about it as well.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Good job.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off or a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 Sea-Doos. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Nebraskans are proud of their public schools. Hi, I'm Tim Royers. As a Nebraska Teacher of the Year, I traveled across the state and saw the value public schools bring to our communities every day. They're where our kids get the skills and opportunities they need to succeed. They're where families come together to enjoy a musical, cheer for our teams, talk with teachers, and build trusted relationships. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at KoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G35609. Must trade.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
If you're looking for tickets to the Colorado game, 93.7 The Ticket has you covered. There are 3 different ways to win one of 4 pairs of tickets. 1, like our 93.7 The Ticket page on Facebook and share the post. 2, follow our 93.7 The Ticket account on Twitter and repost the announcement post. 3, come on down to 1040 O Street, buy a drink from the mill, and enter your name in the box. All drawings will be done at noon on Friday. Get entered now.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Old School with DP and J.
And, this part of camp it happens in high school camp, when they have a certain amount of time before their game, before school starts and all that. And then it happens in college and it happens in the pros. I had more fights with some of my good friends, the guys that I'm considered lifelong friends at this point in camp, than with some over-energized rookie trying to make a name for himself. Seriously.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All righty, welcome back in. We are here at the Lincoln Youth Football Complex, the Runza Complex, I suppose, down here at all these fields. Guys, Nick Sainert with you, Tank Perry, Jim Sandman here as well. We have the eighth grade game going on in front of us. Just saw a sweet pick from, I believe, and you guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong, from Police in the end zone.
Correct.
It was a pretty awesome athletic play there. So it's been a good game. And I was talking to Harrison, our producer, back in the studio during the commercial break. I said, man, we've done a lot of remotes. We've done a lot of broadcasts on locations. This ranks near the top because not only are we outdoors, it's a beautiful day. It's been a great weekend with all the other football stuff going on. Obviously, the opening Sunday of NFL action going on today. But it's a beautiful day. And here's the thing. We got a front row seat to some of the best Lincoln youth football talent in the state, or at least in the city and surrounding areas, from the comfort of our chairs.
Isn't that great? And to piggyback on what you're saying, this is the view that we get every week as league officials, the hard work we put in before the season. We talked about the history of the program. We talked about what the league does.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we live for, right? And then the thing that people don't see is that people like Jim and myself and Mike Salvage and Craig Price, we have to be here. We want to be here around. Jim's here probably at 5 o'clock in the morning. With
it was 6:15 this morning.
Okay, you slept in.
Yeah, a little bit.
Good. Yeah, you got to get that sleep.
And we'll be here all day.
We got to make sure that the grill's going so the sausage biscuits are going because Karen doesn't like to run out of food. So
well, I understand.
She likes to keep people fed and happy.
Well, who's the taste tester also?
I am.
Okay, then
he's
perfect
the
job. There it is. So big catch. Nice catch. See, that's the thing. It's kind of hard to not get distracted, by the stuff that's going on. Okay, so I always enjoy every couple of months when I get to see you guys, and obviously I've been able to do the PA for the championship the last couple of years. Excited to do it again this year. I don't know why you guys continue to bring me back, but here we are.
We love you.
Here's the thing, though, I will say is the talent. People don't realize the talent at this level, right? We talk so much high school, and we obviously talk college, but at the youth level, especially in these older kids, just a couple of years away from playing on the high school stage, there's some really, really talented athletes. How have you guys, in your time being around Lincoln Youth Football, seen it grow? I like to have these little check-in conversations of let's remember what it was like and what the journey we have been through to now get where you are today.
Honestly, I think we've always had the talent. It's just developing it.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard you and DP have conversations time and time again about what we should be doing, right?
Yeah.
We've really started focusing in the last few years on coaching our coaches. We have this discussion all the time, Tank and I do on Saturday mornings, that what we do isn't hard.
Yeah.
Right? It takes a lot. It takes mental fortitude. But the right drills have been out here. They're here all the time. All we have to do is find them. And we've said before, Lamanu said it best a couple weeks ago. We're pirates, right? We go and share our stuff, or we take what other coaches' drills are running. So as long as we're doing it right and developing it, but we're talking about talent here. One of my favorite things right now, and seeing especially this year, is how our talent from the last 5 years, they're all coming back and coaching.
Yeah.
Paul Hart, one of the best players in my opinion to play for. He played for Manzito last year, played for the league. He's coaching right behind us right now on B.
Yeah.
My son and a bunch of his teammates from Southeast Varsity, they'll be coaching out here on the D field this afternoon. It's giving back, right? It's what this league used to be. Back in the day, we had guys that we practiced all at our high schools, right? So practice would get over, those young men would stay and coach the kids and help them out. So the younger kids wanted to be the high school kids.
Yeah.
That's how we get numbers back up in high school around here. It's trying to get the involvement going again.
I guess so. Then, how have you guys seen that relationship grow with the high schools? Because I know that's one thing that we've talked about off air is just the relationships with high school coaches and with administration around Lincoln. Those are things that, once again, it's not hard. You just need commitment from all parties. You need everybody to say in a unified conversation to be, yeah, this is something that's important and needs to be at the top of the list.
And we're working at it.
Yeah.
We actually, with JJ Tochuk, the new LPS activities and athletics director, he and I have worked together for years when he was at Southeast. Allo practices at Southeast High School. So we've worked together now with him moving in and taking Kathy Wieskamp's position. He's very open to helping. For the last, and you've seen it, a couple years ago when we had all the coaches come out. But the thing was back then is everybody was so worried about recruiting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't say the wrong thing. I can't do this. I can't do that. So the first year they did it, we actually had a script. It was literally a script that the coaches sat there and read, and then they could answer their own questions.
Nice.
We're getting a little bit more freedom. We're getting a little bit more. There's always discussions as to what we can do to improve the situation. I think everybody understands on all sides. LPS doesn't have the facilities, 2, the coaches, 3, the capital, and times are hard, right? With tax dollars and everything else, they don't have enough to do middle school football. So best answer is to work with us. And that's what we're trying to get, where maybe not, right? So for example, if we look at it, I had last year just at Allo, we had the majority of our kids went to Southeast. Yet I have 4 players go to Southwest. I have 1 go to North Star, and I had 2 go to Pius.
Yeah.
So we have everybody spread, right? But you don't have to actually copy a playbook.
No.
Right? We're going through, and Coach Gatula was very gracious years ago. He gave me his formations. He gave me his vocabulary and said, this is what I want you to teach these kids. So it was the start, right?
Yeah.
So all we're asking with these coaches, and we're working on getting our sit downs, all we need is just a list of what do you want, because if we're coaching correctly, then the kids can show up at high school and the coaches don't have to start over with it, right?
And I think there's also, we have these conversations with Nebraska football, but I think it was something that you said there regarding the playbooks can be translated every time I turn to my left, the wind hits my microphone. So that's why I'm trying to keep facing towards the field, which I'm certainly not complaining with. But we have the conversations that I think can be translated to your guys' spot, where if you're doing something right, there's no reason to hide it. You shouldn't want to hide it, right? So in that instance of if the high school coaches are confident in what they're teaching, they feel like they are helping these kids and the high schoolers, obviously, then they should have zero issues with providing materials or time or commitment or just a couple of other things. Because guess what? Everybody, if you're doing something positive, you want to tell people about it. That's just how we are.
And let's be clear. We have coaches, high school coaches out here coaching right now.
Exactly.
Dave Leader, the coach is a Standing Bear. He's coaching his son for Manzito. I've seen Coach Thompson was out here for a little while, I think, today. A couple of Coach Loud's assistants from Northwest are here. And again, like I said, we're building that relationship. When we started doing 7v7, here's a league 3 years ago now, the first thing we did was make sure that we could use our outgoing 8th graders, the incoming 9th graders, to get connected with their high schoolers.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of varsity coaches that are out here on Wednesday nights coming to coming to coach.
Yeah.
So they get relationships.
Well, I think the other thing that we really, would you bring them over? Yeah, if you bring them over, that'd be great. Yeah. So what I want to add to the conversation, that I think is equally and even more so important, is there are a lot of opportunities, right? I'm that guy that believe like in the magic of the show that I started.
Absolutely.
Like, how do we create opportunities? Because if it's not the parents, if it's not the school, if it's not the player, if it's not the coaches, you don't have a total mix.
Absolutely.
So right now, what I think that we have by the creativity of this show and the good and the vision of the show and the graciousness of the league to want to do this, we're building opportunities. And within those opportunities, I think we're creating networks.
Yeah.
I think that all coaches are talking to the high school coaches.
Yeah.
Right? We're already talking to high school coaches. We've all got coaches that are in our area because we practice on their fields or their schools that you have these personal relationships with long before royalty passes, some type of, bar down that we're going to do.
Yeah.
We already are building those. These coaches are out here today. I know that Coach Log is out here. I've seen Standing Bear folks out here already, and other coaches. So we know that it's already happening. The goal becomes that I think that's really uplifting is we're beginning to do football year round. That's my jam. That's my jelly. That's what I've been bringing to the table since I've been around here for the last 4 years. You've got to be willing to do something all year. It's okay if you play other sports, but you've got to develop your skills.
Yeah.
If you think that getting to practice at the end of July, starting in August, is going to get your players to where you need, it doesn't work.
Absolutely.
You have to have the line practices or drills, and you have to open it up to the public, which I know Jim does, and a lot of people do. You have to have somebody doing receivers. Plus, LYF is now beginning to do, is it 4 that we're doing camps?
Yeah, we do.
4?
We do once a month.
Once a
I
month.
do. I mean, it's like Tank says with I do. So I do once. We do once a month. Excuse me, for the league, which are the camps that we use to coach our coaches, the kids at the same time, right? And then Allo does one workout a month during the winter just to keep fresh.
Right.
So, yeah.
So we're doing a lot of things. We now have an all-star team for all of Nebraska. We got a lot of kids in Lincoln that are playing on that team that doesn't start until the season is completely over. Having you guys out here, that's yet another opportunity and a commitment from us as LYF.
Well, it's a step in the right direction, right?
Yes.
Because it's not going to be perfect, and you're always going to be striving to do more and more and more and more.
Correct.
I think there's also something to be said about kind of through you guys were talking about. I just kept thinking people just don't know.
Right.
Like there's just there's the knowledge, there's the learning, there's the understanding from whether it's a parent's perspective or a potential coach that goes, I don't have that experience. I can't get into it. Maybe I'm not ready for it. I don't know how I'd handle, working with a 6th grader. I don't know how I'd handle working with a 7th grader. Whatever the case may be, there's a spot, but then there's also just room for improvement and room for growth.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. And those are the things I call opportunities. But you have to have the vision.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that my friends on the LYF exec board believe in that vision that we have, that we have to reintroduce ourselves. We have to rebrand ourselves. So not just a small part of the community knows us, but the community at large begins to know us. And I think in doing these shows, introducing, getting people to come down here to see what's going on. I was here literally for 16 years and never knew it was here, and I wasn't that far away.
Wow.
And now all of a sudden I know it's here and I can't get enough of it. How many more people like that are out there that just don't know? When I'm knocking on doors and talking to parents and hosting things for them, people are beginning to find out that we are here and we want to do more and more and more for the community. And we want everybody to begin to unite, to understand football has to be year-round.
Yeah.
It cannot be a 6-week thing.
The most important work happens in the off season, not when on Sundays when you're playing out here for an hour or so.
Not when the season starts. All that's going to do is get a lot of parents upset because everybody's got a kid that they know is going to the NFL.
They are.
One college, got to be MVP.
Yep.
And it's not going to happen in that 2.5 month period, you've got to get them some training, no matter what other sport they're in.
Absolutely.
And we're going to keep putting those things forward. We're going to talk about them all winter as a whole.
Yeah. Okay. Let's before we take our time out. By the way, we will be out here until 3 p.m.
Yes.
And so we're going to be out here till 3. We have a good list of things we want to talk about, people we want to bring on.
Yeah.
You'll hear from coaches throughout these 2 hours, pretty much every single Sunday out here. While the weather cooperates, appreciate you guys joining us on the Sartor Hamann Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Channel 961, all places for you guys to get in touch with the show. If you want to send in a text, 402-464-5685 on the Sartor Hamann text line as well, you can do so. In that way, we're here with Tank Perry, Jim, and myself, Nick Sainert, from the fields. All right, so before we take a break, tell everybody what you got going on, because I look around, I see 1, I see 2, I see 3, I see 4, I see a lot of football fields, a lot of athletes, a lot of games going on. Kind of break it down for us. What does a typical Sunday look like for you guys? Who's playing? When do they play? Kind of give us the whole 9 yards before we take our final time out of the 1 o'clock hour.
Jim, you want to take a stab at that?
The full day in
And I'll
general?
follow up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we can walk through it. Starting at 8 a.m. gates open,
Okay.
right? 9 a.m. we start on our rookie and D fields.
Okay.
This week was different, right?
Okay.
Because we had the reschedule from 2 weeks ago when it was 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
So we were able to get 3 games in.
It's a little better today.
What was supposed to be week 1. Yeah, it's great. We were supposed to get week 1 in. We only got 3 games in, so we had to reset that. So anyways, now we started this morning at 8, like I said, with rookie and D. So rookie is our entry level. Our D is kind of D for, the demarcation, but it's also our developmental.
Yep.
So you can go anywhere from 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th graders.
Gotcha.
It's a big group,
Yeah.
right? It's a large pool. Then we go to our first championship level competition teams, which is C. Those games this morning started at 10:45. They will go through until right about 3:30. We start our A and our B later because they draw bigger crowds. So with the kind of parking, and you could see the parking, right?
Yeah.
With the if we go and try and get everybody in here at once, it doesn't really work very well. So our A level, which is our top level, they start at 11. Our B level starts at 11:15. Both those games will run out. Our last one starts at 4:30 and 4:45.
Okay.
So then it's tear down and clean up. We'll get out of here about 8 o'clock at night. So it's about a 14-hour day.
It's an investment. I mean, that's the way that you can surely look at it. It's an investment here. I guess one last thing that I just instantly thought of before we take a timeout. How important is the competition piece of it? Like to find teams, and you mentioned like the bigger pool, the developmental piece of it. But then for like A and B and the once you get into 7th, 8th grade and getting ready for the next level at high school, how important is it for you to find guys that are competitive and that it's good quality of football, like good games? Does that make sense what I'm kind of bringing across?
Sure. Well, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's great. And look, there's people that feel that we have to leave the city to get our competition.
Understandable.
I can understand that, but I don't necessarily agree with it because, as I've said, as our coaches get better, we're getting better. So every year you can come and you can see better football every year.
Yeah.
So it's just doing the little things correctly.
Once again, we're out here at the fields for LYF, Lincoln Youth Football here. As we'll be here till 3 o'clock. Nick Sainert out here. We'll be here pretty much almost every Sunday that the weather allows. Obviously, if we're having a torrential downpour, we might not be out here. But for the most part, we're going to be out here and enjoying some youth football. Once again, we've been joined. Tank Perry, Coach Bill from Manzito. Jim is out here. We have a couple of exciting things in the works throughout the next hour and 15 minutes or so that we are hanging out here on a Sunday afternoon. Appreciate you guys joining us. Once again, you can always get involved with the show, 402-464-5685 on the Sartor Hamann text line or on the Sartor Hamann Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Channel 961. It's been a really good crowd out here, a lot of parents, and who knows, maybe that's a little bit of a teaser. Maybe we're going to get a look inside to what is it like to be a parent of one of these youth football athletes. We'll sit down with some parents throughout the course, some more coaches, get their thoughts on how their team played here on a Sunday afternoon. We'll step aside, come right back on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a slight chance of showers and storms this morning. Otherwise, probably the mostly sunny skies expected with an afternoon high around 85. Tonight, mostly clear skies with an overnight low around 58. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies return. We'll see a high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a slight chance of showers and storms this morning. Otherwise, probably the mostly sunny skies expected. An afternoon high around 85. Tonight, mostly clear skies with an overnight low around 58. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies return. We'll see a high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Back to Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That is right. We are here, Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you. Just a very short segment here before we wrap up the 1 o'clock hour on The Ticket, as we'll bring in guests here in just about 5-10 minutes or so as we wrap up hour number one. We're up against the top of the hour, so we'll have to take a break here in just a second. But it's been a really good day so far. We're out here for an hour. Over on the C field, we'll give you guys updates as well. Over on the C field, they're about to go to overtime. So we got some extra in what they call free football here at the youth complex out here. But it's a good one. I'm watching the A game right now. It's been a tight defensive contest, a couple interceptions, couple of blocked punts as well. So it's been a really good couple of minutes out here at the youth football field, come on out. Even if you don't have anybody playing, I think this is a really cool spot to kind of come out, hang out for a Sunday. I did it a couple of times last year where I just kind of stood off to the side into the shade and watched some football, because especially if you have somebody that may be going into high school, or you have somebody in high school. Tank and Jim said a really good thing just a couple of minutes ago about that they have high school guys now coming back who played at this level, obviously, and are helping out the next generation, if you will, whether it's coaching, some of the high school coaches. Shout out to head coach Brian Lauk at Lincoln Northwest High School. Had a conversation with him last year before their first game of ever being a high school. And he talked about the importance of growing the next, group of high school football players, which is right here, right in front of our very own eyes. And so we really appreciate Lincoln Youth Football for having us out. Once again, we'll be out here quite often this fall, if you will, because it does feel like fall weather. Nice breeze now, but the sun is out. Plenty of shade, people with just hanging out in lawn chairs, and it's kind of the way it was meant to be. The field looks great for early September. The fields are in great spot. The scoreboards look good. So officials are out here. And if you want to, learn more about how can I get into coaching, how can I get into, maybe officiating, if you will, LYF always looking for extra help to continue once again, just growing the game. Tank mentioned it last segment. He just feels like, a lot of the work has to be put in the off season, not only by the players, but also from the coaches, from the officials, from the league officials as well. A lot of work in developing relationships, partnerships, and just developing the next generation of youth football athletes has to be taken care of in the offseason, so that days like today where they'll have 15, 20 games going on throughout the course of the day, they can run smooth with little to no issues. But once again, Nick Sandert out here. I'm going to hand off the mic to more of the Lincoln Youth Football officials, because they know it better than anybody. And so we're going to hand it off. They'll be joined by some guests. Once again, we'll get some parents in here in the 2:00 hour and get to hear about how, from their viewpoint, how they felt like youth football has done for their son, for their child playing Lincoln Youth Football. It's going to be a good couple of segments coming up. So do not go anywhere. You can always join us on the video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. We're out here in just a patch of grass. It's beautiful. We're right behind an end zone on the A field, and it's a beautiful day for football here on opening weekend of NFL football that's going on. Obviously, Nebraska got a big win last night. Now they're ranked 23rd in the AP poll, 24th in the coaches poll, in case you missed that. But feel free to chime in if you have any questions as well. 402-464-5685. I do want to make sure we thank Harrison Arns and Ben back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios for pushing all the buttons and making sure we stay connected. We sound okay coming through your speakers wherever you're listening to us. I know a lot of parents are out here as well, listening to us on the app as we sit. I've had more than 5-6 parents come out here and say, okay, how do I get to listen to you guys while I'm watching my son's game, my child's game, my football player's game? And simple, whether you're here, whether you're not here, check us out on the app, download the 93.7 The Ticket app, whether it's on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, and you'll be able to listen to us wherever you go. So appreciate you guys spending your Sunday afternoon with us. It's the 2:00 hour. We got 1 hour left here from the Lincoln Youth Football Complex, watching some youth football on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off or a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 Sea-Doos. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Nebraskans are proud of their public schools. Hi, I'm Tim Royers. As a Nebraska Teacher of the Year, I traveled across the state and saw the value public schools bring to our communities every day. They're where our kids get the skills and opportunities they need to succeed. They're where families come together to enjoy a musical, cheer for our teams, talk with teachers, and build trusted relationships. Strong public schools create strong communities.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
If you're looking for tickets to the Colorado game, 93.7 The Ticket has you covered. There are 3 different ways to win one of 4 pairs of tickets. 1, like our 93.7 The Ticket page on Facebook and share the post. 2, follow our 93.7 The Ticket account on Twitter and repost the announcement post. 3, come on down to 1040 O Street, buy a drink from the mill, and enter your name in the box. All drawings will be done at noon on Friday. Get entered now.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Old School with DP and J.
And, this part of camp it happens in high school camp, when they have a certain amount of time before their game, before school starts and all that. And then it happens in college and it happens in the pros. I had more fights with some of my good friends, the guys that I'm considered lifelong friends at this point in camp than with some over-energized rookie trying to make a name for himself. Seriously.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Sea-Doo dealership. Score up to $300 off or a free 2-year warranty on 2024 Sea-Doo Sparks and $500 off or a free 2-year warranty on all other brand new 2024 Sea-Doos. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of September. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of motorcycles and watercraft in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down.
Empower
Back to Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is right hour number 2 of the Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainer with you. Before we get to our guests here in this segment, I want to tell you about our friends at Edward Stone. Make sure you reach out to them if you need any help in their area of expertise. Edward Stone, proud sponsors of Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Once again, we're out here at the Runs and Fields watching youth football action all day. We'll be live from until 3 o'clock. We were here from 1 to 3 pretty much every single Sunday this fall. Looking forward to it. We're excited to be working with LYF, all their coaches, all their teams, all their programs, an effort just to bring you more information on Lincoln Youth Football and the surrounding areas, because there's a lot of really cool things happening out here. A lot of parents, a lot of people here. Guys, with that, without further ado, we'll go ahead and bring in our guests. Erwin and Richie, coaches Neiman and Sons. You guys played earlier today. Before we get to that specific game, they said that this is the first time ever that they've had to run 3 grills. They ran out of cheeseburgers. I mean, first of all, look around, guys. There's a lot of people here. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day for football, and I love cheeseburgers. but they ran out of cheeseburgers. You look around, there's people standing, there's people sitting in lawn chairs. This is pretty cool to kind of look around. Really, we can see 1-2 fields, but there's a whole nother couple of fields behind us.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere, man. This is a great place to play football. Come out and enjoy, see some great football, especially after those Huskers win yesterday.
So Erwin, you played in the 90s, right? You played you graduated in 97.
Yep. No, freshman
in 97. Sorry about that. I didn't want to age you too much.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, so freshman in 97. What did you see last night in the Colorado matchup?
I'll tell you what, we're looking a lot like those days, especially with the running and the downhill running. Turning the defense out. That's what you need to do to win games, That Raiola, man, I played with his brother, Dominique Raiola, and, hey, I knew he was going to be a great athlete, and he's a fantastic player. His dad was, so ain't nothing to say about that.
What's it been like from your viewpoint? And we'll get back to youth football in just a moment. But from your viewpoint, man, like Nebraska 2-0 for the first time since 2019. I mean, think about that, guys.
I know.
I mean, and Richie, you played at Jackson State, so I mean, you have plenty of knowledge on kind of the subject. But like Nebraska fans, we're hanging our hats on things that are so minor, right? Especially for you guys that saw so much success.
Yeah.
But like from right now, it's got to be kind of comforting and exciting for you, though, Erwin, to see them start to at least trend in the right direction.
Yes, and that's the key word, trend in the right direction. Yeah. And we are, man. Like I say, we look a lot like the days of the old, where our running backs are coming downhill, pounding. That's what we need. Great runs, great pass. Then we come up and pass the ball. Hey, that's a road to a championship for me.
There you have it.
So,
once again, 402-464-5685. Okay, so how do you guys, Richie, you played at Jackson State. How do you, now that you're coaching, use your experience to now help the next generation?
Well, one thing I learned from my coaches in high school and in college was they just wanted to teach the kids how to never give up. And just learn how to, if you take a loss, your career is not over, but just learn how to, just keep the faith and just keep fighting. And that's one thing I learned from my coaches back then when I was younger, just to keep the kids motivated and just keep fighting.
Yeah.
And also a lot of the time it's never the kids' fault. A lot of the time it got a lot to do with the coaches. So if we good coaching, hey, 9 out of 10, the kids, we'll bring a good attitude towards the kids, man.
Yep. It's all about the coaching. It's all about the coaching.
So then, so with that, from an athlete standpoint, so much is talked about how you handle failure,
right?
But also how you handle success.
Right.
What's the difference there? Like, do you have to handle them differently?
In my opinion, no.
Yeah, me neither. It's one and the same.
Right. One and the same. Right.
Yep. It's all.
Go ahead, Richie. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. You have to teach the kids to keep their head up. When if they take a loss, and also keep their head up. When we take whenever we doing the beat. But also teach the kids, just to go out and have fun, and and just no matter what, just pick your head up, because today is the day. tomorrow is a brand new day.
Which I feel like there's so much made about the competition level, and so much is made about the winning, and obviously that's important, right? Like wins are important, and you want to win, but especially for you guys in your position, so much needs to be put into the development piece.
Most definitely. We most definitely have to develop the kids, you know, first and foremost. I kind of do a mixture of understanding that I'm also developing you to win. So I just don't want to be out there. I'm not coaching for the YMCA or just a little flag
Because
team.
those two things go hand in hand, where
Yes.
it's developing to win, not
Yes.
just developing to just play.
Yes, I'm big on that. And that's the culture I'm trying to change and bring around to the area of Lincoln, that we need to have a winning culture. You know, I played in Nebraska as a true freshman and started, and every guy I played with, they had a winning mentality. That's why we went undefeated in '97 and won a national championship, because of that mentality of the guys on the team. So it is very much about the development, but you also got to understand that you got to develop this guy to have a winning mentality. He has to know that the guy across from him, he's going to win against him. You know, whether it's catching the ball, whether it's running the right route, whether it's covering a receiver, keeping your eyes focused, having discipline. To me, that's winning, you know. And if you can win at the small things and all the little small things, then it gives to the ultimate big picture of the win. So if we can do that, man, and that's just what I want to do. I want to help give these guys, develop these guys, but also give them that winning mentality, you know. So when they step on that field, they ready to go, and they have that confidence, and they believe in themselves. So
I would ask you guys this. Now, maybe today didn't go. The result was not the way you guys wanted it to go, and that's all right, right? There's a lot of work to do, a lot of time left in the season to still do that work. From your guys' viewpoint on your specific team, how have you seen your players respond to you guys, right? Because like the buy-in, it has to be there. We can talk about the players can drive, or the parents can drive them out here. The parents can pay for them to play. They can pay for all the equipment, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, if the athlete doesn't want to be here, it doesn't really matter. And so how have you guys seen, maybe throughout your time as coaches, it either go in the right direction or even in the wrong direction for some guys from the athletes in their buy-in, their want to be here?
Exactly. They definitely have to buy into the program. You know, being the head coach, I got a lot of things set in place, especially on defense, that I need everybody to buy into, not just the players, but the coaches as well. We got 160 kids. We got 42 coaches. Trying to get them all to buy into the program, you know, that can be a hard task. But when they do buy into the program, you see it work. And when the kids buy into the scheme and what we're doing, then you see it work. It's when they don't, it's when you don't see it working, you know? So
well, then what's worked? Like what's been the reason that you've been able to get that buy-in from them? What are the proven strategies that you guys use, Richie? That it's like, all right, you know what? This works not only on the players, but on the coaches and then also the parents trickling down.
Attitude, man. Attitude.
Attitude.
What we do as practices, and this is why I love him as a head coach, man. We break kids at practice, the attitudes. And you know, if we can get the attitudes good at practice, 9 out of 10, you know, it'll be good out here on the field, man. And that's a big thing that we really big on, that is attitude.
Because I think so much for you guys, from like a parent standpoint, probably is they want to know that you guys have a plan.
Yes. And the parents trust us a lot too.
And if you rather come to one of our practices, everything is structured. I every day I go home and I think about the next thing to do the next day. So we're never going on a whim or anything like that. We have
think about our coaches. We talk on the phone every single day.
We have an open line of communication. We constantly talking about what can we do to improve. So that's the biggest thing, you know, making sure our coaching staff and everybody's on the same page, and making sure we're directing that energy and putting the same energy into the kids and into the plays and into the organization to help it be successful.
Once again, we're joined by coaches Erwin and Richie from Neiman and Sons, their program. All right, guys, let's talk specifically about some of your guys in your program. Who are some that people need to know about that maybe at the high school level in a couple of years you're going to know the name?
First off the mind, my general, my safety, Paul Johnson, man, he's a great kid, man. He's my general out there at safety. He knows my defense. I mean, he can call everything out there on the defense, and he sees it well. That's one of the kids. Who you got?
And I actually got 3 kids. My defensive tackle, Zay Brown. He is gonna be a tough man. He's going to be a tough kid.
Yeah.
And my other defensive tackle, Cleveland. Cleveland's going to be pretty good, man. He got a good side on him. And and I got a center. He's a very, very good leader, guys. And what's
How about the big man? How about the big man that he's mentioning, right?
Awesome.
How about just the you're talking about guys in the trenches?
Yeah,
right?
the linemen.
Just the lineman. That's where you got to start.
where you win ball games
Yeah,
at right
yeah.
there.
Hey, we saw it last night, right, man?
Yeah, man. Also, Adrian Jackson, man, our running back. He's a good running back. All our guys, for real, man. Some of them is their first and second year playing.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, once they get it together and get the plan together and understand the game a little bit more, they're gonna be good. You know, I like all our guys. I honestly really do. I think the answer to your question, what you were saying earlier, is when the parents and the kids see themselves improving.
Yeah.
Once they see themselves improving, then that's when we got that okay. And I don't think it's a kid that I've come in contact with and I've coached right now that hadn't seen improvement.
Good.
And I think that's very important for a coach and everything. That I want all my kids to make sure they see an improvement. And that's a shout out to our whole coaching staff that's helping our kids develop like that.
Once again, if you guys got any questions, 402-464-5685, Starter Heyman text line is open for you guys, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo Channel 961. All right, guys, a couple more before we get you guys out of here, coaches. I guess goals, right? Like for you guys in your spots, in addition to the development piece, like what are some goals? Do you guys talk about goals with your guys? What are some of those that maybe you lay out and are vocal about?
Championship. We want that championship.
Play on that big field.
We got to get it. Got to get it.
Yep. I talk about one of the main things is 2 or less touchdowns. We scored 3 or more touchdowns. Those really just the ratio of winning. Yeah. So that's what I harped on pretty much the whole season. I just want that ratio to occur. I want our defense to hold a team to 2 or less touchdowns, and I want our offense to score 3 or more touchdowns a game, and then that's a winning ratio, and we on our way. So
I don't know where this win came from, but it kind of just came out of nowhere. It was a beautiful day. We were having a good conversation. You didn't hear it in the mic or anything like that, but now here it got a little windy, and we got stuff kind of flying all over the place. But no, it's a beautiful day out here at the fields. We're watching A right now. I guess for you guys, like, how much is like scouting? How do you guys scout at this level? Are you guys watching other players, other teams that are on your schedule to kind of see, okay, who are their go-to guys? Is that put in, or are you guys really focused on solely your guys and your team?
Well, we focus on our guys. You're trying to get us a little bit here. You know, scouting, we ain't really loud. It's an area-based team, so but there's some guys we do.
know about.
I love to get those guys. Some of the guys on different teams, but it's an area based.
Hey, I wasn't saying recruiting. I was saying scouting. Just when you match up, when you play against guys in a couple of weeks. Hey, no violations here. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not saying you're gonna go recruit for those guys. No. I was like, man, I didn't think there was anything wrong with just watching another game on the sideline.
No, we definitely gonna scout and look for the next team, so we'll know what to expect, and I know they're doing the same with us. You know, they watching and seeing what we're doing. Like I say, we've been at the bottom of the totem pole, you know, in this youth football, but we climbing to the top. So they may not be watching us like we watching them, but we're watching, you know.
So if I was a coach and watching your guys' teams, Richie, I'll have you go first. Right. What am I seeing?
You're gonna see that. You're gonna see how our offense and defensive line, man, we just monsters up front. It took we did a lot in practice to get them that way, but we ain't losing no game up front.
Yeah.
Yep. We gonna punch. We punching in the mouth up front.
Erwin.
Man, I just think, man, like I say, we got a bunch of kids that we're trying to make great, and that's all I'm focusing on. I don't care if they not good kids or not A-list kids or nothing. I just want to help these kids get better, and that's just my focus. Just the bottom line. I ain't worried about nothing else. You know, I want the third string guy to be just as good as the first string guy, and that's just my focus, and I'm gonna keep that way.
There you go, gentlemen. Appreciate it as always, guys.
Yep.
There he is, Neiman and his sons, coaches from them, Erwin, Richie. Appreciate you guys. Let's step aside. We'll come back. Youth Football 1-on-1 returns on a Sunday afternoon. Got about 35 minutes left in the show or so. We'll step aside, come right back on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a slight chance of showers and storms this morning. Otherwise, probably the mostly sunny skies expected. An afternoon high around 85. Tonight, mostly clear skies with an overnight low around 58. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies return. We'll see a high around 77. I'm meteorologist Kyle Quick for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
ticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Fall is the perfect time to work on outdoor projects. Whether you plan to install a fence or add shrubs to your landscape, don't risk an injury by hitting a buried power line. Always call 811 before you dig.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light south breeze. See an afternoon high around 84. Tonight, clear skies with an overnight low around 59. And tomorrow, more sunshine with a continued south breeze and an afternoon high around 90. I'm meteorologist Kyle Kleckner for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Back to Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Youth Football 101, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you. You guys can always chime into the show, 402-464-5685 on the Starter Heyman text line and the Honda of Lincoln hotline, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. All places for you guys to get in touch with the show. We're going to bring in Jim once again here. Jim, let me get that microphone on for you. Can you hear it okay?
Yeah, I can hear it.
There he is. There he is. There's Jim's voice. We are joined by a couple of special guests. Jim, go ahead.
We are joined actually by the Meyer family. I have Oliver and Henry have played for us for 2 years now, and their parents 3. Henry's telling me 3. So
Yeah.
he's on top of it. Henry's team just had a big win right at the end. They got a safety right at the end of the game, 30 seconds left, rocked it. And so I asked Henry's folks Henry and Oliver's folks to come join us. Why don't you guys take a second to introduce yourselves? Ashley, we'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and mom of 3 boys. So I like to call it a frat house. Love watching football. I'm a pharmacist at Nebraska Heart Hospital.
Nice.
And just really enjoy watching these boys play sports.
All right, Sam, take it away.
Yeah, my name is Sam, and proud father of 3 boys. Wouldn't be able to do any of this without their wonderful mother who gets them ready for practice every single night.
Talk about this navigating a schedule now with 3 boys. Talk about the navigating the schedule piece of it.
Well, we use Google Calendar.
Color coded.
Yeah, right. So like walk us through what is like a week. What's the regimen with practices, games? I mean, the coordination piece of it. walk us through, like, how often are you guys shuffling these guys around?
Yeah, so every week we have practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Occasionally we'll have a walkthrough Saturday mornings. Practice 5:30 to 5:45 to 7:30, 7:30-ish. And yeah, we're lucky. We have a great community, so we do a lot of carpooling. We live pretty close to Lincoln Southeast High School, so the boys, they can ride their bike if they need to, if it's a nice evening. But yeah, it's just a lot of teamwork.
I guess from your guys' viewpoint, we'll get into it as well. And if you guys have any questions from parents as we're getting field goals kicked in our direction, I'm just waiting for one to come right here. But it's all right. Jim's kind of our bodyguard in this spot. But nonetheless, from your guys' standpoint, watching on the sidelines, how have you guys seen your boys grow up from the benefit of Lincoln Youth Football?
Oh, we can't say enough about this program. And Sam, you can chime in too. It's just incredible how these coaches really teach these boys, the importance of winning, becoming better athletes, but more important, how to become great, young, responsible men.
Yeah.
And I can really see that with these boys. They have really grown with these coaches, all these volunteer coaches. I can't say enough about all these guys. It makes watching the sport so much more fun because these teams have really become a family to our boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What was priority number one for you guys? Like when they come to you or you guys want to get involved in youth sports, there's so many misconceptions and there's also a lot of negativity out there. What's priority number one for you guys when finding coaches, seeing if it's a good fit for you guys, things like that? Priority number one, what's at the top of that list?
Well, I think, we want them to have a good experience. Probably the most important thing, at their ages is that they like it enough that they want to come back the following year.
Yeah.
So I think, this is, like Henry said, it's his third year in the program. It's Oliver's second year. Our third son, George, he'll be coming up in a couple of years.
There it is.
So
how excited he is.
Yeah, he's pumped. I mean, because that's the thing. I was having a conversation with a couple coaches earlier that, like, there's a part of it where, sure, the parents can be bought in and the coaches can be bought in, but it takes commitment from all three parties. And frankly, from your guys' standpoint, from the coach's standpoint, it's a waste of your guys' time if they don't want to do it. 100%. So that is at the top of the priority list.
100%. And you don't want the kids to be involved in a sport because it is time consuming that they don't want to do. But these boys, we knew this program was right for us when they get excited to go every day, every day to practice. They can't wait. So that helps a ton.
And these coaches, they take care of their players like they are their own children.
Yeah.
Henry's the same coaching staff, Coach Luth, Coach Tucker. This is the second year with those coaches. They'll have team retreats. They'll do movie night, feed them a good pasta dinner, and so they did that a couple times last year, and it's really great team building.
Yeah.
Well, because so much of it is getting them prepared for what's next, right? Like obviously the young men part of it, but on the field, on the playing surface, and even if it's not football, just understanding how to operate as a team.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
So I guess going forward then for you guys, since you have had players in programs for the last 2 or 3 years, how have you seen it grow? Like, because I look around here and I've been here before, but I look around and I'm like, man, they got 3 grills fired up. They ran out of cheeseburgers. Here we go. You got so many people on the sidelines. They're getting cheeseburgers back. Don't worry, folks. They're getting Jim's telling me to calm down. We don't need to worry about that. But no, we're anyway. There's so many people out and around. Sure, the weather plays a part in it, but so does just the investment from everybody. It's pretty cool to see.
It's really cool. And, I've ran into quite a few people I know today who don't have kids playing. They came here to watch their friends, their family, and so it's a great place to be on a Sunday. You got Jim Sandman flipping burgers and running the show.
Exactly. It is. So then I guess how have you seen it grow in your guys' short time in the grand scheme of it all? Short time. coming out here pretty much every single Sunday in the fall.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the cars. I mean, there's a lot of people here. It really has taken off. It's grown tremendously.
I think a lot of it is word of mouth.
Yeah.
I think I know my sons have told their friends at school how awesome this program is, and people can see that. It's great.
Once again, a couple parents joining us as we're having a wind hurricane here. It comes in spurts. It was beautiful last segment. No wind to even feel, but now it's kind of taken over. But nonetheless, we'll get you guys out of here with this one advice, because there's a lot of parents out there that are not only considering, okay, should I get my young people in youth sports, but then there's also a lot of misconceptions. And like we talked about, there's negativity, right? How important is it for you guys to be the supportive piece for your players, right? Because there's also a lot of parents that live vicariously. We'll call it what it is. Live vicariously through it. I know you guys have seen it. I've seen it. Jim and I have talked about it extensively. The live vicariously through your kids and your athletes piece is so big. What approach do you guys take?
The very first year we started this program, we went to the parents meeting that Coach Sam conducted, and one of the best pieces of advice was, if you have an issue with anything, give it 24 hours. Because in the moment it might feel like you're a life-changing problem.
Absolutely.
24 hours later, you'll look back and say, that really wasn't a very big deal. So I think that 24-hour
That's
rule.
interesting.
I mean, and I've thought about that with other things in life.
Yeah.
You give it a day, think about it, and just don't be so reactionary.
And his advice is not just for the kids, but the adults.
Yeah.
And Sam and I
Absolutely.
use that on multiple occasions. It truly has been
So
great
then,
advice.
last one before we get you guys out of here and take a timeout. Why should parents that are on the fence about letting their young people join Lincoln Youth Football or play a tackle football sport, why should they say yes?
I think just instilling that work ethic for your children, I think is very important. And these kids have been working their tail off. They practice through the August heat for 3 to 4 weeks before they even had an opportunity to play a game. So the hard work, being part of a team, and then you go out there and you win on a walk-off safety, and it really
Big
makes
win today,
everything worth it.
18-16.
Yep.
Big win today.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great. And and I think a lot of parents are worried about their kids being hurt. Like that's kind of I think a little bit of a misconception with tackle football. And I've told Sam this multiple times that I've seen more kids get hurt playing basketball this past season than I have with this sport. So they do a great job, I think, placing kids appropriately on what team they should be based on weight. And so it's great.
There you have it. Sam and Ashley, couple parents of some players on Allo through that program.
All
so there
in
you have
Allo.
it. Yep, all in Allo. There you go. Friends of the ticket, by the way, for Allo channel 961. You can always watch what's going on here on the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo channel 961. You can always chime into the show, 402-464-5685. Sam, Ashley, guys, appreciate you guys coming over, hanging out. I'm sure we'll run into you guys once again in the coming weeks. Jim, appreciate it as always. Let's step aside, come back. Youth Football 101 continues on the ticket right after this.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work, to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G35609 must trade.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Back to Youth Football 101 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in, Youth Football 101. We just got a couple of segments left here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. We're going to talk all-star team to wrap things up in just a little bit with Rob Perry. Obviously, you guys heard Tank earlier, but with Rob Perry coming up in a couple of minutes. But first, we got to talk to Luke and Craig. Guys, Luke, I'll have you start. Kind of talk about your role with LYF and what you do.
Sure. My name is Luke Jerwich, and this is probably my third year being what we call supervisor of officials. I assign officials for all the league and every week. I myself officiate high school football as well. I also do basketball and soccer.
And then Craig, go ahead, my man.
I am the Police Sandhills Global Athletics Director. I'm a sergeant with the Lincoln Police Department. I also coach at North Star, and I'm on the board of directors for Lincoln Youth Football.
So, Craig, I'll start with you because you guys got a nice little win over here just a little bit ago, right?
Yep.
So talk about one of your teams, your A team, which is 8th graders. For those that might not, just talk about a couple of those guys and what you saw today.
Well, this team has struggled over the years, and Coach Short has been working with this young group of guys for about 4 or 5 years, and I've watched him develop these kids in this the preseason, and watched how much work they put in today. We had a defensive game against Greens. It was lots of turnovers, lots of defense. Coach Short and his team came out on top 12-6. It's for their first win in, I believe, 2 years with this team. So it was great to see that team climb the wall and get that first win, and can't wait to see what they got coming. I asked Coach Short to come over here. He goes, keep it simple. We're on to Aloe next week. That's what Coach Short said.
So that's funny. So I guess from both of your guys' standpoints, and I'll start with you, Craig, you guys there's selection involved, right? And there's identifying talent with coaches, and for you, Luke, it's officials, right? How do you go through that process? Because it is not only your reputation on the line in some aspect, but people look at you if things aren't going so smooth. So for you, Craig, I guess, how did you identify Coach Short and your other coaches as, you know what, these are guys that we can have lead some teams?
Well, that's a great question. I just took over this program last year for Ed Simpson. He's retired police officer.
Ed, great guy.
He ran this program. The competition in this league is increasing every year. And so when I took over the program, I asked my coaches, I go, what's your visions? What are you going to change? What are you going to do? And in that process, I had to kind of lay down my ground rules, what I want for Lincoln Youth Football and the Police Sandhills Global teams, and that we need to rise in our competition level. So I've been vetting the coaches. I've been feeding coaches almost bi-monthly emails about supervision, leadership, coaching, things I do at LPD as a supervisor, and kind of applying those leadership principles to my coaches and to the other coaches. Now we have a lot of coaches, probably a third of our coaches are actual police officers on the police department.
Wow.
And then we have volunteers, and then there's some dad coaches in there. But during this process of vetting and selecting coaches, we have understandings like, you're not going to play dad on the field. We need to be positive. We need to represent the police department and Sandhills Global and do it respectfully. Sportsmanship all across the board.
Yeah.
Especially respect for the referees. That's a huge thing. And, what we've built in the last year, Ed Simpson laid the foundation.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to apply my leadership experience and my coaching experience with these coaches. Coach Short coached for me. I'm sure Luke remembers me yelling at him about 5 years ago on this hayfield.
Just a few times.
It was a holding. It was a bad holding call that it wasn't called, Luke. I don't know if you remember that.
I lost sleep that night. I got over it quickly after that.
I would never argue with you, but I would just say, hey, my guy got tackled. Anyway, Coach Short coached with me, and that was 5 years ago when my 8th grade team ran the city 9-0. Coach Short was with me for 2 of those years, and then he took over a rookie program. While he took over the rookie program, I followed my Police Sandhills team to North Star, and my championship team is actually seniors at North Star this year. So again, there's a lot of vetting going on. There's a lot of what are your visions, what are your goals, what are your experiences, what are you good at, and to get and I think we've replaced 4 head coaches this year, just through this process of wanting better for our programs.
That's the thing is it's not because of the coach. It's for the betterment of the athletes, right? Because there's a mission across the board, whether it's at Police or Sandhills, or whether it's Aloe, or whether it's Elks, whatever it is, to develop. Like you got to have the best interest of the athletes in mind first and foremost. Nothing's personal. You just got to do your job.
And I told the coaches, historically, I think a lot of teams put kids where the teams need them.
Yeah.
And in Lincoln Youth Football, my priority, and I told this and I communicated this with my entire coaching staff and the parents, is we were going to place your kid based upon their ability, their athletic ability, their strengths onto the team that will help best develop them for future.
Yeah.
That is our sole mission at Police Sandhills Global Football, is to put the kids where they are best fit to develop and continue developing and get ready for high school.
All right, Luke, now it's your turn. You're on the hot seat. You're head of officiating, right? And you deal with a lot of it. What have you seen from the growth in your time? Because that's something that Craig mentioned, is the competition just gets better and better and better. Well, you guys have a firsthand look at it every single week. What are you hearing from guys on your team of officials where they're talking about the competition level with LYF?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's Craig's spot on. The level of talent from when I first started to what it is today is night and day. What we're seeing on the C field or the younger field is something we would have seen on A field, 5-7 years ago. Kids are more athletic, they're more talented. Obviously we have huddles, so they're able to look at film. They're able to look at things. It's not just practice, it's practice watching film. It's getting those emails, the communication, and even the coaching, how much technology has helped coaches develop as a program too. And so really how my officials I've tried to change is really be able to talk to not only players, but to the coaches. And Craig makes a good point. We talked a lot about plays. He always did a great job of, hey, Luke, what do you see here? Hey, here's what I thought happened. Good coaches will listen and talk, and I actually want officials to do the exact same thing. Yeah. If you can explain yourself, right or wrong, that's going to go a long way. And if you're wrong 10 times, we'll have a conversation later. But as long as you're able to talk to coaches and let them understand what you're seeing, what you're doing, we're just seeing a lot better collaboration, I think.
So from your standpoint and your role, as we're on the part of the goal liners close to the end zone here for is that Stonebrook, I believe? Stonebrook, yeah, against Elks. It's a really nice move by the Stonebrook quarterback. Nice little move. Okay, anyway, I can't get too distracted, guys. I'm telling you, it's been tough. Anyway, so from your viewpoint and your role, Luke, as a head of officiating, a selection of vetting, right? Just like Craig vets coaches, I'm sure you're vetting officials where it's what's the process for them to live up to the standards of what they need to do?
Sure. My biggest thing is I want people to listen and I want people to strive to be better. If you think you're a perfect official, I really don't want you on my fields because there's always room for improvement. We've talked a long time. We've heard about official shortage. We're still there. I think actually today, I want to say there's probably 5 rookie officials that are working today on various fields.
That's great.
And it's guys that love the game, want first and foremost, be willing to learn and listen. That's what I ask of people. Anybody can recognize holding. Anybody we can teach rules to anybody, but it's that gray area was, can you talk to coaches? Can you talk to players in a positive, informative way? And can you strive to be better? If you can understand those, go up and look up rule. If you're done, ask questions. Those are the officials I want to see.
Last thing before we get out of here, first for you, Craig, if there's somebody that wants to get involved in coaching, what's the process there? Can anybody just reach out and say, hey, you know what, I'm interested. Here's my background. If I have background, here's what I got going on. Is there a spot where I can get interested, or what's the process for you for coaches?
Well, it's kind of a shotgun approach. There's several different ways coaches can get involved in Lincoln Youth Football. They can reach out to a coach they know or an athletic director of one of the districts. They can apply or send emails at LincolnYouthFootball.com and try to get shipped over to a team. But those parents or those volunteers or those future coaches, just reach out. Reach out to an orange shirt on the Runza field. One of us, I've had several people in the last 6 months say, I hear good things. I like what I'm hearing. Well, I want to come coach. So typically it's that through that network of acquaintances or the program. But I would like to say to Luke, when I talk to my coaches about refereeing, you will be respectful. You can advocate for the safety of your teams, but we're not going to argue.
Yeah.
And if you get one of those police handles coaches arguing with you,
there he has it.
You got a deal.
How about, okay, so now, Luke, for a same question to you in regards to officials, somebody wants to get involved, right? For whatever reason, how do they reach out?
Sure. I always have them reach out through the league. League then just sends me an email, or the league will give that person my number or email. We're always looking for people. And the thing, like we talked about, it's a development league, not only for players, but also for officials.
Yeah.
It's a great way I have tried to tell college kids and high school kids. In fact, 2 players on rookie field that are officiating right now both played for LYF. They're still in high school, but they recognize, it's not many places you can come out, get paid cash to watch sports, be athletic at the same time, be around a sport we all love, right?
Yeah.
So I always recommend hit the contact page on the league website, and then they'll send them my way, and I'm happy to help train, help get the equipment they need, and just bring them out to see if this is something that they want to do.
There you have it. Luke and Craig, partners with LYF, Lincoln Youth Football. Appreciate them for stopping on by. Unfortunately, I don't want Rob to get mad at me. We're out. You know what? Come on in, Rob. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys sitting down. We're just going to go right into it here. We only got a couple of minutes left in the show. My man Rob coming in. Hey, what's up? What's up, big man?
How we doing,
I've seen you a lot recently.
Yeah, for real. We've been everywhere.
We've been in the same place.
Same place, right?
We've seen each other. Okay, so we only have a couple of minutes, unfortunately, before we got to get out of here. Talk about your role, right, with LYF and the All-Star team.
Okay, yeah. So my role with LYF is I'm a coach for Neiman and Sons. I'm the head coach of the C team. Got us a win today.
All right, there you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had a pretty good showing out today. Not bad. All that hard work, coming into fruition. That's good for us. And then my role with the All-Star team for Team Nebraska is I'm a assistant administrator or assistant director.
Yep.
And then I'll be coaching the 6th grade team.
So why is it important? Because the All-Star thing is a relatively new concept.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Why has that been why was that something that you guys wanted to do?
I think this is something that we wanted to do because I think we have something here in Nebraska as a whole, and we're always battling it out against each other. But as a whole, I think we could bring a really good few good teams together, and really bring them together and show America, in FBU what Nebraska has to offer as far as talent-wise, athleticism, and just all in all good football.
If you had one piece that you wanted to reach out to the public, to people listening right now, whether they're parents, whether they're just friends of the station, listeners, what is it about Lincoln Youth Football right now in its current state compared to where maybe it was?
I think that it's getting better and better, and the progress is there. Being a part of it for the last, I think I had an off year last year, but a part of it the last 3-4 years, you just consistently see it getting better. As the time goes on, and you see these kids getting better, and and as many things that I coach, and with the 707, the Red Wolves, Lincoln Youth Football, being a part of the All-Star team, and knowing a lot of these kids, you can just see the progression and see them understanding the game more, understanding their assignments more, and it's a thrill to watch. It's a thrill to be a part of. And Lincoln Youth Football is on fire right now.
You said you got to win in the C game for Neiman, right?
Yeah,
so
sure did.
Talk about the game before we get you out of here.
Man, we had a great game. We ran the ball well, had a couple good passes, but our defense looked like Nebraska's defense last night. Man, our defense,
good,
they pitched a shutout today, man.
All right, there you go.
Heck yeah,
Better than
I'm
Nebraska's
proud of them.
defense.
I'm proud of them, man.
There you have it. Once again, Rob. Okay, so unfortunately we're out of time.
All right, cool.
But next week when we're here, you're first guest.
All right, I'm here.
All right. There it is.
All right.
You got the verbal.
Thanks for having me
verbal
on.
agreement. Rob, let's get out of here. We're saying so long. Send it back to 93.7 The Ticket. This has been a 2-hour special of Youth Football 101 on The Ticket. We're going to be doing this quite often throughout the course of the fall season. It's a beautiful day for football. Appreciate you guys joining us. Thanks to Harrison Arns and Ben back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. We're out of here. I'm going to watch some football.
See ya.
Coming up next. Stick around. 93.7 The
go.
Ticket rolls on.
All right.